So Codeium is an AI software development toolkit that enables developers to dream bigger. So our goal is to provide maximal leverage for developers. And we believe that we can do that by building a seamless product experience with best-in-class infrastructure. So a little bit about me. I graduated from MIT. Then after that, worked at this autonomous vehicle company called Neuro. Worked on offline deep learning infrastructure. And then after that, started the company. But the company actually didn't start out as an AI code acceleration company. We actually built a GPU virtualization company. So a company that would help run large-scale GPU workloads. We managed over 10,000 GPUs for a variety of autonomous vehicle companies. And we even built GPU compiler technology. But in the middle of 2022, we realized with the advent of transformers that generative AI was going to fundamentally change the way applications would be built. And we were early adopters of a product called GitHub Copilot, and we thought that that was just the early innings of what the future would look like. And so we built Codeium. And we raised some money along the way from folks like Kleiner Brickens and General Catalyst. So what does Codeium actually do? So Codeium right now lives in the IDE. We provide autocomplete and chat capabilities. We also provide context awareness. So every aspect of the product that you use is aware of your code base, everything you've done in the past. We're available in every single IDE, all major languages, and every single source code management tool. So we're not just for GitHub or AWS. We work in every environment. One of the key differentiators is we actually do train our own models and run them at large scale ourselves. This actually shows up in the product itself in that we have significantly faster latency than all the other products in the market. But on top of that, we can even do small things like when we generate code in the middle of a line even. The product is also personalized to all the private data that exists inside an enterprise, and we can even enable them to self-host the product. It's very important for some of the largest companies out there. So a little bit about the product traction. In the beginning of 2023, we had less than 1,000 users on the product, and now we have over 600,000 users that use the product. When Codeium is being used by developers, over 45% of all the software that they write and commit is generated by Codeium, and personalization adds over a 30% increase in the amount of code that's getting accepted. We currently process over 100 billion tokens of code, so you can imagine our infrastructure is massive. It actually puts us in one of the top 5 largest generative AI apps in the world, period. And this is why us actually having an infrastructure background is so important. We have over 600 paying enterprise customers and over 30 Fortune 500s that use the product internally. So large companies like Dell use the product and get a lot of value. Some Fortune 10 companies realized over 43% of the software that they write is getting committed by Codeium, and a total of a 20% reduction in total PR cycle time. And when developers use products like Codeium, the time it takes to ramp on a brand new code base goes down from 4 to 6 months down to 4 to 6 weeks. So it's a massive accelerant. So where are we actually heading? I think for most of these AI products, this is just the first innings, and the future is actually where most of the technology will be built. And I think the key aspect of this is we want to provide value in every aspect of the software development lifecycle. If we truly want to 10x the software development experience, writing software 10 times faster is only part of what we need to do. We need to make it 10 times faster to review code, test code, debug code, and deploy code. And we believe we can do that by building great infrastructure and also personalizing to the private data that lives inside large companies. So I think the internal motto that we have inside the company is we need to ship today. Right. I worked in AV where every year we would say next year was the year we were going to ship something. And I think it's a blessing that we can face reality every single day. And for us, this means actually planning that the future is going to be crazy, right? We actually want to cannibalize ourselves every single year, but that should not be a reason for us to be a vision company. We do need to ship today. So a little bit about working at Codeium. We are a company that's 5 days a week in Mountain View. We are a fairly lean company, I would say, and this doesn't mean we're cheap. We barely spend our seed round by the time we raise our Series B. But more specifically, it's a mentality where for us, we have high expectations for folks at the company, and we want people to have extremely high ownership, and have a feeling that no one is too high to perform a particular duty at the company. So we're hiring across the board. We're hiring for ML systems infrastructure and product roles, as well as designers. And if we're building a product like ours and actually providing 10 times the amount of leverage for developers sounds very exciting, please reach out to me.